Yeah, I noticed that, and I was confused about that too.
Hey, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to an anime story podcast. I'm the Big Bad Moon. Right over here on the right is Bad Strategy, and just below me is Hal in 3D. And also, Bad Moon. Right over here on the right is Bad Strategy. Also, that is Midnight, Pop Midnight, getting some back scratches. Over in Bad Strategy. He's gonna join us probably for a couple minutes. He's gonna join us probably for. But hey, Alan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing so good.
Oh yeah,
I'm so good.
Had an exciting.
I got to be Cats in the Boulder International Film Festival, which was amazing, and like I got to like paw at people. It was really fun. I really wanted to paw at their necklaces, and I know that's inappropriate, but I felt like a cat.
You know what?
And I didn't do it, but I wanted to.
Midnight understands exactly what you mean.
It pleases me to see my culture reflected. So no.
It was so much fun. Oh my gosh. If you are available this weekend, I would say go to the Boulder International Film Festival. It was so much fun. That's all. And that's my plug.
That's absolutely fair. That sounds like a blast. Bad, how are you doing?
That's my plug.
I'm good. I like it.
Kitty.
That sounds like a blast.
Kitty.
Oh.
Kitty.
Well, it's finally come to this.
You guys
It
helped me a lot.
has devolved into cats.
He's bad, and you're big, so it makes sense.
It's true.
It made sense.
That is true. And you were saying the names. We did accidentally. My OBS screwed up one day, and you and Bad's places got swapped. And I have not taken the time to switch them back. Don't know why.
All right.
Oh yeah, talking about Ghost in a Shell, Standalone Complex. That is the thing that happened. So, Papa Midnight, what did you think of Standalone Complex?
It is good, though some of the writing is questionable. The strong point is the thematic element.
Hey, that was just
Midnight? What? I've never heard Papa Midnight. And I'm sorry, but Papa? Come on.
He's Papa.
Oh, he's Papa.
How can you say no to that face? Come on.
How can you say no to mine?
Oh, this is a good question. This is a tough fight. I know you need your cat costume back on.
I do. I had so much fun. I didn't even know I had a cat costume on. It felt so natural. I was just like, I'm a kitty.
Oh my, that's delightful.
That's how I felt when I played the aliens in Natural Selection 2.
That's awesome. And keep that right there. That's pretty good. But yes, Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. So Helen, tell me your thoughts. You have a long history with this show. You've loved it for a long time. So your sound disappeared.
I muted myself, sorry.
That's fair. I should do that more to myself.
No, I love it. Even in the background, I love it. It has this tone that is so simplistic and amazing. This, I don't know how to explain it. It's I don't know. It exists.
It's mellow and cyberpunk and works very, very nicely on a side monitor.
Yeah. No, I would agree with that. I think it's a nice, just thematic thing to have on the side. It'd definitely be one that I would just put on, just to have it going. Great.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But it has so much to it. There's so much like intertwined logic, and there's also this like cleverness about it that I fucking love. Like Sandra Fox, is that her name? She was amazing.
And I don't remember who's that person that's the voice actor. Oh, right. Yes. That is the one thing Ghost in the Shell was missing.
She's my
More
favorite.
Tachikoma episodes.
Tachikoma.
The second part was definitely missing more Tachikoma action.
That's true. That is true. That was interesting, though. I will say that is actually the Tachikoma thing. I think from on a science fiction-y kind of level, is genuinely terrifying. Because you have, well, so, and this is what Major wanted to get them all disarmed and whatnot. But here you have a bunch of hyper advanced stealth tanks that are all becoming conscious and self-aware. And I think from the perspective of the people that are running this organization, they're like, oh, we don't, and they're of course they're spying on people to see what people are saying. It's yeah, that's that's on a human level. It's you know what? I don't know what they would do if they decided to just do whatever they wanted.
Kindergarten where all the children have cannons and cloaking technology.
Cannons and machine guns and cloaking technology. It's they're nice kids. But I don't want to give them cannons and machine guns and cloaking technology. So that was a fun that was an interesting thing. I enjoyed that bit, that aspect of that episode.
Did you like the whole thing?
It's fun. It's fun. It's a fun show. As a whole, how do I feel about standalone Complex as a whole?
It needs more character episodes.
What?
It does. It does. Yes.
No.
I feel like
she's right. I don't want any more character episodes.
The most developed characters are Bato and the guy
I love Bato.
and the blonde guy who doesn't have any cybernetics. The Major doesn't get a lot of character development.
That's actually true.
We need to see more of her.
But why?
That's fair.
Why?
Okay, well, why? Why then? Alan, enlighten me.
Because she doesn't need it. It's so cool. It's so, Bato and the non-human.
You don't know his name either.
I don't
Does anyone know his name?
Anyway, no, I don't know his name. But him, I know him. And so, Motoko doesn't need it because she has lived how many lives? Do we even know? That's the cool part about it, is that we don't even fucking know. We don't know what generation she's from. She might have been a male. We don't know. And that's the cool part about it. That's cool.
She is a mysterious character. That is true.
So cool. I think she's cool. That captivated me. When I was a teenager, that captivated me.
No, absolutely. And I think very distinct. The whole thing was, all the characters are very distinct, which is lovely. It's nice to have a bunch of characters that all feel very much themselves. Nobody blended together.
Exactly.
But I think I like, I'm kind of torn about it. I think, although Bato at times frustrated me.
I love Bato though. Bato's
right.
solid.
He's a good character. He's frustrating, and this is just the way he acts. He can be kind of frustrating sometimes. I think he is probably a character that, well, between him and the guy that we don't remember his name, the guy with no cybernetics or whatever. Although, to be fair, here's a question I have, because his shtick is that he doesn't have any cybernetics, but he also still has cybernetics. He still has he has the neck. He does. He has the neck thing, and he doesn't have a lot of cybernetics.
Yeah, he has the basic cybernetics that people don't
Yeah.
consider cybernetics.
So,
it's so essential. He's got the Wi-Fi and the personal area
Right.
network.
Yeah. Yeah, and he can talk to do the head thing where he talks to
I need
people.
to find his name. I feel so bad. I don't even know his name.
He's a great character. I enjoyed him because of the.
He's such a necessary character because
Yeah.
He is.
because
I
everyone
agree
else
with
is so
that.
cybernized that
And he
it's
is
hard to
not.
yeah, it's hard to get
You
the
need
proper level
opposite. You
of
need the
horror at you're a police officer and you go in and you shoot the criminal and you blow off half their face, and they're like, "I'm a cyborg, and I will crush you." And it's like, "Oh my god,
Oh my god, I don't know what to do. Yeah, no, totally.
what's it like to fight a robot that never tires?" And
Right.
it helps with the kind of freaky horror element that cyberpunk can sometimes do.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree completely with that.
What is it? So other or go ahead, Bad.
The art.
Is it
was
the
amazing.
FDA?
I love.
Oh,
the art.
yeah.
FDA
No.
that has a kill team.
No.
Like
No.
attacks
It was
police.
the DEA, I think.
The DEA. I think that is
Yeah.
delightful.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that was during the. It was hard to hear what was going on. I was like, wait, so the FDA has a kill team?
It's not.
This
It's
seems really
not
weird.
hard to hear. It's not. If you pay attention, it's not hard.
Well, no, I think we probably just misheard it, but yeah, no, it was very funny though because we were very confused for a moment about what the kill team was from and why the Food and Drug Administration, was sending kill teams to. Although it made a little bit of sense, but it was very fun. It was very strange.
Talking about the coronavirus, why wouldn't they?
Exactly. But
Just saying.
but yeah, no, I enjoyed. I think I enjoyed. I think the artwork was pretty good. Definitely though, with the exception of the opening credits, I think that the 3D is really dated.
No, it's dated, but I mean, it wasn't dated for the time.
No, that's fair, but I think it's
That was what caught me. I was like, are we watching a 3D episode? Like, what the fuck is this? I literally watched this on G4 and I saw that and I was like,
So,
and then I watched it and I was like, it's not 3D, but it's good.
so I would like to bring up. There's a. It's kind of a criticism.
Okay.
I feel like I levy at a lot of anime, but
Uh-huh,
I'm not
uh-huh.
actually sure how legitimate it is. I wish there were more multi-part episodes.
I agree.
yeah, no, that's fair. That is
I
entirely
agree
fair.
with that.
I wish they had more storylines that were not a single episode, but like over several.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's always. I think that's always. Yeah, that's a pretty common thing for anime, and I think
What?
you kind of have to have the short episodes
Sam
because of the
says
nature of it.
literally called Standalone.
Yeah,
Get it?
that's not what that means, Sam.
That's not what that means. You're, but
I agree.
yeah, no. So multi-part episodes would have been interesting. And I don't know how they, what they would have done, but
I mean the major arc was the oh my god, I'm blanking on the name.
Oh, wow. Really? You?
Look,
of
look.
all people. Like, no.
I
But
don't
Noah.
think this is
Noah. He knows everything.
The Laughing Man.
All.
uh-huh.
Noah. Your name.
Yeah. Oh, that's a very angry look. He is displeased.
Sorry. I didn't mean to piss you off. That wasn't my intention.
But no, so I think probably the Laughing Man. Something is interesting because I think kind of the big thing of the story is the Laughing Man, right? Or the thing is the Laughing Man.
Man's amazing. Shut up. He's amazing.
No, yeah. Well, so the big thing of the story is the Laughing Man. It kind of halfway through focuses on the Tachikomas a lot. Then it's pretty slow to develop. Does several kind of standalone episodes. And the Laughing Man I think was really interesting. Yeah, I mean, it worked. I thought it worked. It wasn't anything that was it didn't come. I think it felt relatively consistent. It was maybe a little light. Well, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Light on the episodes. We're all.
I mean, like we mentioned in the last podcast, it does. They do have a tendency to be like.
I don't have
to throw out philosophical concepts, but not
Right.
directly address them, to just leave them kind of floating there,
Right.
Why?
which is an interesting style.
Why?
Because they're intentionally like not making a statement.
Mhm.
They're just like putting it out there for people to
Why
hear
is
and think
that
about.
important?
Is that important?
It is. Let me answer you and not answer him. Why is it important? Fuck you, it is important.
What?
Checkmate.
It was funny. No, it is. It's important.
Mhm.
I like what
Right.
you said.
Yeah, it's interesting. It is.
No, not just interesting. It's important. Why
Yeah,
is it not
Yes.
important?
I think it's important. I mean,
Yeah.
How? Tell me. I want to know. Seriously?
I don't.
Either? Seriously? Oh my gosh.
What are we trying to tell you? I'm not. I'm unclear.
Tell me why that the concept is unimportant.
Do you mean just the general concept of not making a definitive statement on
I'm
the
talking about how intellectually that computers versus human technology is not integrated already. We don't understand that enough. And why? Why don't we understand that enough?
Well, so this is really interesting because this is kind of one of the interesting things, and this is one of the great things about cyberpunk, is cyberpunk, you get into an interesting territory where you're talking about things like the integration of technology and people and how that's going to affect society and how people are going to react to that. And that's interesting stuff that you can get into when you get into things like Ghost in a Shell standalone complex. You can actually start, like, that's one of the great things about science fiction. You can start conversations about strange questions like that. What does it mean to be conscious like the Tachikomas, if in fact the Tachikomas were conscious or almost conscious. But yeah, no, love it. Great. That's why science fiction is the best.
Do we have any good cyberpunk anime? Have we had any good recent cyberpunk
Thank
anime?
you, big.
Mm-hmm.
Big. You're big.
Have we had any? Mandy, do you know if there have been any recent good cyberpunk anime come out?
Mm.
Just nada.
No.
I've
I have
seen any
not
myself.
seen a good cyberpunk anime that has come out in the last 2 years at
Oh wow.
least.
Yeah, that's fair. I can't think of any good science. Actually, honestly, I can't think of any good
No.
science fiction that's come out in the last few years. That is not part of, let's say, another big IP.
Kanata Ad Astra is interesting. I don't know if it's good. I don't remember well enough, but it might be worth looking into at some point because it's sci-fi and
Yeah,
more
no, totally.
sci-fi.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the world's always better with more sci-fi.
Yeah.
But actually, that's
Sam
it.
and I are talking about moving to Vancouver to do sci-fi.
Oh my God, to Vancouver.
Vancouver.
That's very far away.
I know, but it's fun.
That's true.
Canada.
Hey.
Mm.
I hear they sell milk in bags.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like milk, so it's fine.
That's fair. I don't really like milk either. So.
I bet that I'm allergic.
I like non-milk milk.
That's true. So like juice.
Look,
Look,
Look.
look,
coconut milk.
bad.
It's
Or,
delicious.
yeah, you're bad. You're big, you're bad. Okay, good.
As long as we got that cleared up. But no, yeah, great. Pretty solid. Pretty solid in the way of science fiction. Say what?
Bateau.
Bateau.
Bata. Bateau.
Exactly. Great character. I would say probably. Oh, no.
I love Bato. He's such a solid character. He's so amazing.
He also has the best
he's-
jacket.
He is. He's just like there, and he has the shit covered. He's
Yeah.
like
Okay, actually, you know who? Okay, makes me sad. The guy that sat in the like command room all the time and was always working on the computer. We never got to really like learn anything about him. I don't know who he was. He was just like kind of there.
Borma.
What was his name?
Borma?
Gorma?
Borma.
Borma?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just kind of cool and just like in the command room being like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. It's like,
I agree.
yeah. What? Can we get like that would be a great character for like a little side episode. Just like him going home and doing his thing. You know, it don't even need to like have a fancy plot or anything. It's just like see a day in his life and then he'll get back and you'll be like, "Oh, I like that guy."
Delightful. It would be
Yeah.
delightful to see him leave the secret police headquarters.
Right.
And go to the grocery store
Uh-huh.
and get like groceries
Right.
and go back home and like cook some food for his kids.
Yeah. That'd be a great like wonderful episode. Yeah.
Yes, Queen. Yes.
And that's
So,
that's that yeah. And that's I think that kind of character is perfect for that kind of thing. Interesting, fun, still very distinct. But we didn't ever learn anything about him. Oh well. Maybe
Oh well.
maybe someday
Oh,
we'll get a
well.
sequel.
God damn, I can tell you're a writer, cause like you're like, oh,
Oh well. Oh gee.
it's a thing. It's a thing.
It is. I think it's in Merriam-Webster.
I want to read your shit. Like you're such an amazing writer. I
Oh,
wanna
thank
read
you.
your
I
shit.
appreciate that. Maybe someday in the future.
Don't be a bitch. Like
Oh,
I
Bad-
want to hear it.
help me.
I want to listen. I want to live.
Oh, I will definitely be doing so. I'll definitely have something out in the future. Not too far in the future, and I will most certainly shoot it your way.
Thank you.
It's gonna be cool.
so how about that awesome Russian pirate lady with the eye patch? Whose
Oh, yeah.
arm was a bomb.
Totally. That
She should have recurred.
she should have recurred. She was ridiculous. That was
She was amazing.
She's a pirate.
yeah.
Yeah.
A
Cyberpunk.
cyberpunk pirate. It's pretty awesome. I wish I was a cyberpunk pirate.
That show was, that transcended my childhood. Standalone Complex transcended my childhood. And even watching it now, I was like, it's still cool.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I can listen to it in the background and be like, yeah, that's relevant.
I will also never forget the opening credit music. I'll never forget it.
He's so cool. Oh,
Oh.
no, that's
I will
the
also never forget the end credit music, the closing music.
It is incredible math.
She's a lithium flower. Mostly that's Noah's fault though.
Sorry, that was the end.
But I would say, and this is a really tough question. The most important question, actually. I think. What's the no cybernetics guy?
Oh,
I can't.
I don't remember.
He's not even showing up in the character list.
Oh no!
Character.
He
Oh,
should. He
he's
should.
yeah, he's one of the most interesting characters.
No, he,
Yeah, he
is.
might be the most important character in the show.
I agree. I agree.
So
I
I
don't see
really
him.
do because he's no cybernetics. He's no like.
And he's also the most
means
thoroughly
a
tied
lot.
into
Yeah.
the Laughing Man plot, right?
yeah,
Like,
oh yeah,
Yes.
it's
without
Yes.
him, there wouldn't be a Laughing Man.
I think-
story
And
arc.
he is such a juxtaposition of everything.
I would say for me, probably he's definitely waifu. Just such a reasonable,
agree with
responsible guy, driven, passionate. Like you can't not like him, you know.
I'm gonna have
I
to make
agree.
Borm a waifu just because
Who?
he's so unappreciated.
Oh, that's true. He's probably such a nice guy. He's probably a really
Yeah.
good cook.
No, he's no. Borma will be best girl. I actually think Bato is waifu.
Bato.
Bato waifu? I don't know. He's a little angry.
I don't know. We haven't seen
I-
his whole
I-
life.
He's a
No, but
little,
he's, driven, right?
Okay,
He's
I would
man.
driven, but he's a little like caustic.
I would say Bato
Okay.
Bato would be best girl.
That's fair.
And maybe waifu I guess would be tied between
Might be
the
a bit absent. I
yeah.
don't know.
He'd be a little absent, a little bit angry sometimes. He's probably a little bit standoffish, kind of hard to communicate with. You
But
know,
he's like
Oh,
he's
oh,
passionate,
oh.
right?
it's true.
You
Okay.
need a passionate
so-
waifu.
Togasa.
Togasa? Oh, Togasa.
Togasa,
That's totally it. Yeah, that's totally him. I would say him or the other guy, the control room guy, would be waifu for me. For sure. They're
Yeah.
pretty great. Also, there's just like whatever the command room guy does. I just have this image of him in my
What
head.
do you think about the music, though?
Generally speaking, I think the music is really good. I think the opening credits music is quite memorable. The closing credits music is also quite memorable. I think it does a pretty good job with throughout the show. It just feels the music feels right for any given scene. I don't think it ever stood out to me as being off base at all. It just worked really well. So I would say. Yeah, and yeah, definitely will never forget the opening credits music. It's something I can literally hear in my head.
About it? What captivated you? What kept you watching?
About the show or the music?
Both.
I
Well,
think you cheated on answering that.
So probably one of my favorite things with respect to the opening credits song is the I don't even know what sound it is. It's almost like a drum, but it's like a like almost electric drum sound. But it sounds like a helicopter the whole time, like. And because at the beginning, you see some kind of hovercraft or helicopter or something lift off, and it just it sounds like a helicopter and it works for the song, and that's very memorable in my head. That just like it's very distinct. Yeah, bad.
Part that stands out to me is the end of the opening credit song. I don't remember what they say, but there's
She's so cold and cute.
no, that's the end credit song. The beginning credit song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's,
the end of that.
Glory, please.
Lord.
I don't know, something like that.
Yes, that part.
Hilarious.
Yes, the build up on that at the
It's
end.
kind of like an angel. I love
Yes,
how
it's
they
very.
did that.
It's got this like, kind of like.
This
heavenly,
almost
divine kind
abhuman. Yeah,
Mhm.
I like how you said that. Divine.
Yeah, it very much feels that way at the end of the opening credits, and that part always stood out to me.
Yeah. Actually, the reason I started watching this was because of the beginning.
Oh yeah.
It was so 3D that I was like, holy shit, my dad does 3D. Like, what the shit is this? And like, it was really cool. Like, they did this whole thing and it was anime, but the teeth were not great. Teeth?
Mm-hmm.
But besides the teeth, it was really amazing, and that's what drew me toward the anime.
Yeah,
I started watching it after that on G4.
that's funny.
Wow.
Yeah, we were talking about G4. Yeah, G4 is not even around anymore, is it?
No?
Yeah, they went. That was like, I feel like that was a long time ago.
I wish they were still around, but no.
That'd be interesting in the current anime video games world. What would G4 look like today?
Yeah, they would be.
Us?
Well, they'd be G4 would be out of business, which is what happened.
Are we out of business? We don't make money.
So kind of. Oh, that was a sad moment. Well, yeah. So, who would you recommend? Who would you recommend this show to?
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're muted again, Helen.
Everyone.
Everyone. 100%.
And I'll tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I first watched it, I was not into it. This was one of the first animes I got into.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, the beginning is so captivating that I feel like anyone could watch it and take a little bit from it. And so it's kind of addicting in that way. I love that.
Yeah, I think definitely it, like we mentioned last time, it doesn't do any of the really like intense anime things that drive off non-anime people.
That is true. That is very true.
It's very mellow, so it's it doesn't exhaust people. It's pretty easy to watch, I would say. So it's got
absolutely.
It's got a wide appeal.
I will definitely say
I love you.
You won.
You worded it better than I could. Thank you.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, absolutely. I think it's yeah, definitely easy. Definitely an easy one to watch. Easy one to have on. It is entirely inoffensive. There's nothing that is aversive at all in it. Yeah, which is actually, I think, definitely one of the reasons that like people watch shows like that, crime shows and mystery shows and things like that.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I love the way you said that because I have thought of it like CSI and stuff.
Right.
And I don't really like CSI. I don't like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But like the anime of Ghost in the Shell has like a little more gritty.
Right. Totally.
There's more.
Oh yes.
And I love the more. The more lifts my spirit. So that, yes. So what you said, but more, yes.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It is a good one. It was fun. Okay. Final thoughts. Or Bad, you had something?
God, we're only 34 minutes.
I know. This is the second one we've done in Ghost in Shell, so we have already talked about it for an hour.
I would definitely say preconditions. The person I recommend it to, they have to either like cyberpunk or sci-fi, or some kind of like mystery CSI type thing. I would specifically aim for people like that.
Yeah, likewise. Yep. I think.
Great.
Well, okay, so I don't think that's necessary. Okay, so here's actually, I don't think that is a requirement. I think those are definitely bonuses if they like science fiction or cyberpunk or mystery or something like that. I think those are definitely bonuses. It's generally, like, as far as science fiction or cyberpunk goes, it's pretty easy to swallow, I think. Like, there's nothing in there that's like...
It's fairly grounded.
I mean, a couple of the things where you'll have like a human character that is like straight up been turned into a robot, like the one like guy who for some reason was just like a Texan, but he was in like a small square robot body. That might, I think for some people they might be like, okay, so he just turned into a robot, you know.
Yeah,
but I think part of the point of it was that he's really over the top and weird. But aside from that, though, like, it's pretty identifiable. It's just like, oh yeah, they're cops. They have some like cyber limbs and some extra technology and stuff, but they're the secret police. So nothing about it's like crazy, but definitely if you like cyberpunk or science fiction or mystery stuff, that's definitely a bonus. As far as who I would recommend it to, I think if you're open to.
You don't have facial hair. Stop it.
You can't do that. If you're open to if you like CSI or crime shows or something like that, and you're open to watching anime, I think it's gonna be right up your alley. If you're into cyberpunk, yeah, definitely go watch it. I don't think there's anybody that, unless people, the only person I wouldn't, the only people I think I would not recommend to watch it would just be people who don't like anime or don't like science fiction or something like that. I can't think of anybody who is into science fiction or
But
anime.
who
That
doesn't like science fiction?
you know what
Like,
I wonder
science.
this all the time. It's science and it's fiction. How can you go wrong? Right?
Exactly.
What do we want to watch next?
Madoko! Madoko. I already dropped that shit. Madoko.
Okay, I guess we're
Mic
watching.
drop, walk away.
It's okay.
Madoko Magica. Alright. Noah, don't talk. Bad, whatever the fuck your name is. I don't fucking know your name. And that's fine. My point is, Madoko.
Madoko. Pitch me Madoko.
Madoko
It's
is
a magic girl anime.
Oh, jeez.
No, but you'll love it.
It's a magic girl anime, but you'll love it. No, I'm sure I will love it.
Okay, but it's less like Sailor Moon.
Right. How did you put it? Because you put it one way earlier.
I don't remember.
I think you said something like it's like Sailor Moon but on acid. Is that what you said?
Probably.
Something like that.
No, that wasn't a thing.
Okay, hey, bad.
I'm
What
joking.
bad? What is pitch me Madoka Magica?
Okay.
Here
You
we
want to
go.
watch a magic girl anime,
Okay.
but you really want it to just be grimdark, and you kind of like something that's one and a half at one point.
Oh wow. I can't remember the last time I felt that way.
That was a really good way to put it. Thank you. No. Thank
I
you,
mean,
Dad.
How could I possibly say no to that?
We
Really?
should watch Madoka.
Well, I think that's fair. I think that's
There's a
got
new
it settled.
season for the first time ever in like 4 years.
Dang.
And I don't know where the new season's heading.
That's
but,
fair.
Like, Madoka's like, it's so evil. It's so raunchy. It's I don't know how to explain it. It's like
Maybe
There's
not
a
as
thing.
raunchy.
not raunchy. Raunchy was the wrong word. But like,
What
you
are
know
we
I'm
watching?
saying.
You're giving him the wrong idea.
No, it wasn't raunchy. But like for me, it was. It hurt my heart.
I don't think
That's about you.
I don't think that means what you think it means.
Probably not. I'm very innocent. You guys haven't learned this about me?
Yeah.
Stupid. I am literally stupid.
Oh my. Okay. Well, so I think that settles it. I guess I'm sold. Next time, what is that gonna be? That's gonna be. Oh my God, that's gonna be April. April 4th.
April!
Oh my God, that's gonna be April 4th. Oh
we should
no.
do it on April 1st.
You know what?
Sam's
That would
plug
be-
the YouTube.
That would be a Wednesday.
Yeah,
Oh,
people-
that's fair. You know, I should probably do that. Yeah, this is something I should have done a long time ago. I've gotten all of our episodes except for the last two uploaded to the YouTube channel. Let me see what is that called again?
Oh,
Ooh,
I'm loving it. Come on, Drake, you're cooler than
I know.
that was. Anyway, love you, Noah.
Yeah,
Have
so
you seen-
that's
Bad or big or I don't know what the fuck to call you guys.
Did you watch Darwin's Game?
Huh? Darwin's? Oh yeah, I have.
I
Are you
love
kidding me?
I love that they all evolve Darwinian powers, and that next to the power to turn invisible, people evolve Darwinian powers such as owning a gun. That is the best evolution.
Creation of a gun.
that is how evolution works.
His power is just, I have a gun. It's a great power.
I mean, that's how
Who
evolution
can argue
works.
with that?
I don't know what science you are paying attention to.
Historically, it worked pretty well for everyone
It's
else.
true. But okay, real quick. Yes, you can go to youtube.com and it's an anime story.
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't know how the URL works because it is like youtube.com/channel/UCR
Probably
in.
fucking stupid today, but I love it.
Yeah. So I I'm gonna go ahead and put the YouTube channel in the channel description somewhere on the Twitch page, so you can find it. And if you want, you can go and watch the previous episodes that we have had over the last. Has it been like 2 years? It's been a while. It's been a minute.
Yes.
This is episode 35. That's actually, it might not be episode. Oh no, yeah.
No,
I think at one point I got the episodes thrown off because we did like 2-parters. So, but
this is a 2-parter.
This is also a 2-parter. Yes. But they're all up on the YouTube channel. You can go ahead and take a peek at them. That is 35 hours of content.
And it's fun.
Binge watch all of it.
It's fun.
That looks like most
up the speed for that one.
Like a lot.
Frank,
Actually, you know, I bet you.
Squeaky.
Oh, whatever. You 1.5 times anime
2.5 is
person.
the default.
Oh. Even worse.
I bet you if you up the speed of this episode, it would be hilarious.
That's fair.
Like a lot. Okay. Well, since we've this was the show we talked about last week. Unless anybody has any final thoughts on Ghost in a Shell. Well, yeah, we did do this episode last time. I know. Unless you have anything to talk about.
Do you like the music?
We talked about that. Yeah. Yes.
Do you
I
like
lithium
the...
flowers.
All right.
I smell lithium now.
He has to watch the next one because the fucking art is so different. It's horrible.
Oh,
I saw
yes.
that.
You do need to watch like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I saw that because it's very different. It's very different.
It's
I can't.
Jarring.
Yes, that is the best way
agree
of
with
putting
that.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah.
maybe I'll peek at it. I did see a couple of images of it, and I was like, wow, that's very different. But definitely, we're gonna be watching Madoka Magica for this next month. It's gonna be awesome. I hope you guys join us. Thanks and I hope not. I really hope not. But hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a lovely night. Peace out. Goodbye.